We are a week into free agency, and now I think it's a good time to look at an updated version of who the Patriots could and should sign with the 31st overall pick in the draft. I'm going to look at a couple of positions that I think the Patriots do need to strengthen. Some are more likely to be strengthened either with more free agency pickups or later round picks, and some that I think are prime for that 31st overall. First up is tight end. Now, I like Hunter Henry a lot, but he's kind of the only tight end we've got at the moment, and he does look significantly slower in the past couple of years. Still a reliable short yardage option for Drake May, but I really think the Patriots missed a trick in not trying to sign Kyle Pitts, although he got franchise tagged in the end, or going all out for Isaiah Likely. Now I think a third, fourth, fifth round pick at tight end, if there's one they like, is the better option. I don't think there'll be an option that is worth taking at 31 unless Sadiq fell, which I think would be really unlikely. Offensive line. Now, I know a lot has been spoken about the offensive line, about Will Campbell, but with the pickup of Elijah Vera-Tucker, I actually quite like the line this year. I do think eventually Morgan Moses will need to be replaced because he is just getting older. But I think the line of Will Campbell at left tackle, Elijah Vera-Tucker at left guard, Jared Wilson moving into centre where he played a lot of his college football, and Wenu at right guard and Moses at right tackle, I think that's a decent offensive line. And then maybe next year you upgrade on Moses at right tackle, see how the rest of the line holds up, whether Vera-Tucker can stay healthy, and I think that's a good line. Now, a bit of a toss-up between the last two positions. I think first up is receiver. I like the pickup of Doubs. I think he's a good receiver, a good deep threat. However, I still don't think he's an out-and-out true wide receiver one or star elite wide receiver. So I think if there's someone at 31 you think can become that, I think that's maybe the way you go with it. If there's not someone you believe is worth there, then I think you probably move on to the other position I'm going to talk about. But Doubs, Booty, and Douglas, I think, is a decent to good top three receivers. They just missed that true X factor. Finally, edge rusher. Now, the Patriots defense is really good, and the interior D-line is stacked. Losing Kyrie's Tonga to the Chiefs is a big blow, but they've still got Milton Williams, Christian Barmore. That interior is fine. But the edge, I think, needs help. Draymond Jones is a really good pickup. I like it a lot. But he still needs help. Him and Harold Landry is a decent start. But if you can add someone in there who can come in and out, especially on passing downs, I think that will help the Patriots defense a lot, even though they don't need a lot of help. So let's hop into a mock draft and see who might actually be available. Because it's all well and good saying, I think we should draft David Bailey. He's not going to be there at 31. So let's see who might actually be there. So at 31, it looks like most of the top receivers are gone. I doubt Lemon or Cooper Jr. are going to fall any lower than what they are here. And it looks like a lot of the edge rushers are gone. Now, this is a stacked edge rusher class. There is so many of them, and a lot of the top ones are going to go before 31. It looks like maybe TJ Parker or Cassius Howe could fall. Cassius Howe's at 24. TJ Parker's at 29. There's a chance they fall a couple spots, or the Patriots love one of them so much they trade up a couple spots and send a third or a fourth the other way. But in this draft, none of those are available. So receivers, Denzel Boston on this big board is the top one available. I personally am not a huge fan of Denzel Boston. I think he's a good receiver. I don't think he's a first round pick receiver. And then after him, you've got Casey Concepcion. Now, I do actually like Concepcion a lot. I'm not entirely sure if I'm super comfortable picking him at 31, but in this option, he's my best receiver available. So if receivers where they want to go, that's where I would go. Now with edge rushers, Zion Young is the top one available in this scenario. I like Zion Young. Don't know if I like Zion Young enough for a first round pick. The end of the first is a tricky spot, because there might be some teams at the beginning of the second who really like a guy they didn't think would be available at the end of the first, and they might offer a trade up. And you can trade down a couple spots into day two, accumulate another pick or two if there's not someone you absolutely love at 31. Now, I could see that happening. The Patriots have done this a lot in the past, obviously under Bill Belichick, but Vrabel learned from Bill Belichick. I wouldn't be surprised if they traded down. I'm not doing trades in this scenario because you never know what could happen. Someone could fall and they could trade up or down or stick. There's no knowing. So I like Zion Young, but I think with all these taken into account, I think I would pick KC Concepcion in this scenario. I think he'd be the best player available in positions that the Patriots need. So I have the Patriots picking KC Concepcion at pick 31. Do you have any different? Remember to please help this channel by liking, subscribing. It'll help me know that you want to see more of these videos for either more specific Patriots content or this exact content but for other teams. I'm going to be trying to make more longer term YouTube videos, but until then, and whilst I'm still learning in the process of doing that, please follow the socials, specifically TikTok and Instagram, under Weller Sports. That's where most of my content is going and will continue to go until I've really got this sorted out, which who knows how long it could be. But the draft is rapidly approaching. I am buzzing for it. So until next time, keep bowling.